if you've never seen somebody before and you're reporting or giving your perspective about them, and it's like the metaverse base, you can be very unempathetic, okay? If that's a word. But, about a week and change ago, we was in Baltimore. We was in Boosie's backstage, so you get to see him. Okay, you like, no matter what he says on the internet, he's a genuine spirit. You know what I mean? You could tell when you see somebody and you recognize their vibe, okay? At the same time, you don't know what their lives is like, right? When you leave their presence, backstage where they're performing, where they know the world is watching them or people are watching them, they in public, right? Boosie got arrested. Along the same lines, before the arrest, I remember Charleston White, Boosie was on Breakfast Club and said, yo, let Charleston White know I don't want no smoke with him, right? Charleston White responded on the live like, yo, Boosie, I just been playing a character. You know what I'm saying? So our beef is not real. I never reported you to no authorities, whatever. Charleston White, he's also somebody I'm going to be interviewing June 21st, okay? 8 p.m. Eastern on my Discord. The Discord is going to be in the bio link. Now, I thought Charleston White was kind of like, yo, Boosie, the beef is squashed. Now that Boosie got arrested, Charleston White is kind of like, in a way, celebrating, and it's like, Boosie, you know what I'm saying? Like, kind of like implying what Tyrese also implied, that when you go on Vlad, you get arrested. So I'm like, when you go on Vlad, cause a lot of people say, yo, people go on Vlad and Vlad is the feds and all of this. And it's like, there's never been any proof that anybody has gone on Vlad and they got arrested, and in the court, their conversation on Vlad was used against them. You know what I'm saying? What they said on an entertainment platform was used against them. We just haven't seen that. So it's just kind of like a theory that people put out there. Meanwhile, Charleston White also, does say that, he will get people arrested, but he still has a following. He has people that does interviews for him, whatever. I say all of this to say, since we're on the metaverse, right? I just want to ask a question. Who has more of a motive to get Boosie locked up? Vlad or T.I.? T.I., the guy that Boosie literally just called him a rat, right? T.I. has said he put a case on his dead cousin. He did the Crime Stoppers. He had weapons of mass destruction and did 1 year for it, which was like abnormal to the streets and to common sense. So the question is, when, T.I. is called out by Boosie, right? And in the way Boosie, who has a voice of the streets, embarrasses T.I. and calls him a rat and says, yo, our album is not even coming out. And then, I don't know, a month and some change later, Boosie's getting arrested. How do y'all put it on Vlad? What about T.I.? That's the question nobody's going to ask, so I'm going to ask it. And like I said, we on the metaverse. I'm popping shit. I don't have this, all this assumption. I don't have any proof. But since niggas always like to assume, I'm like, let me meet y'all there with the assumption. How the fuck, what's the Vlad's motive, right? To get somebody jammed up, somebody that he's making money with. Unless y'all gonna tell me the feds is paying Vlad way more than the amount of money that the people he does interviews with brings in. Because I'm thinking that Boosie bringing in some good money, They like, he's an occasional guest. What's the motive? T.I. is the one that just got disrespected. If anything, T.I. got the motive, you know what I mean? So if Charleston White is like, Boosie, I ain't never called the cops on you or your son. I'm just playing a character. And Vlad got a business relationship with Boosie, right? And T.I. was the one person, right, that Boosie disrespected, called him a rat, and he out his own mouth, T.I. did say he put a case on his dead cousin, and even though it was cut, Boosie apologized to the guy who claimed that he told on his dead cousin. But Boosie apologized to that guy, but Boosie does not mess with Rollo. Boosie does not mess with Gunna or anybody else who has told. but he apologized to T.I. And the one important thing that Boosie said when he apologized to T.I. is he was doing a lot of things for me. So what was T.I. doing for Boosie that maybe T.I. stopped doing for Boosie? So it opened Boosie up to be jammed up. We don't know. But I'm just giving y'all something to think about, man. Let's get into this conversation.